memberikan experience kepada investor itu dengan menambahkan porsi equity di mana pemilihan dan investment prosesnya itu dibantu dengan AI, Pak.
We see that kind of technology can help the asset manager to make a better portfolio using this kind of data set and technology.
By combining all those three pieces into a single portfolio, I think that makes our portfolio very powerful and efficient.
Every day, the world generates more than 460 exabytes of data, the equivalent of each person creating over a gigabyte every minute. In finance, that torrent never stops. Billions of market updates, tens of billions of queries, routed in microseconds across global exchanges. And behind those numbers lies a deeper truth. For the first time in history, machines are creating wealth faster than humans can imagine. Across industries, generative intelligence is rewriting the laws of productivity, unlocking between $2.6 trillion and $4.4 trillion every year. That's an economy the size of the United Kingdom, generated not by nations but by algorithms. In banking, AI is already reshaping balance sheets, driving up to $340 billion in annual value, compressing decades of human decision-making into milliseconds. The global market for AI in finance is accelerating from $38 billion in 2024 to more than $190 billion by 2030, compounding at over 30% a year. And beneath the surface, silent networks of code now execute over 75% of market trades, turning volatility into opportunity before emotion can even react. An investment analyst must filter hundreds of indicators and factor models, from simple moving averages to multi-factor frameworks like Pharma French 5. Meanwhile, markets can flip in minutes. What worked this morning may fail by the afternoon. Machine intelligence now reads every layer of data, testing thousands of models in parallel, learning and adapting in real time, compressing hours of analysis into seconds. The rules of wealth are being rewritten, not on trading floors, but inside servers. In this new era, speed is no longer the advantage, intelligence is. Because the future of investing isn't human or machine, it's both. Bareksa Investment Intelligence, where data becomes foresight, where analysis meets intuition, where wealth learns to think. Welcome to the next era of investing.
Selamat malam, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Mungkin pertama-tama saya ingin menyapa dulu. Pertama-tama harus disapa Bareksa shareholders. Kalau nggak disapa nanti bahaya buat keberlanjutan Bareksa. Yang pertama ada Pak Yos Parengkuan, co-founders and also the founding investor dari Bareksa. Lalu ada Pak Tong Senelius. Dan terakhir juga ada Pak Dion dari Grab Group. Dan tentu saja kepada thank you ini for our partner. This is Dakhi. Ini jungkoknya AI di Korea. So Dak is the CEO of Quantit. Terus juga bareng Songmin. Songmin is the CIO of Quantit. Lalu kemudian Pak Erwin Faisal, terima kasih Pak, Direktur dan sekarang Acting President Director dari Star Asset Management. Dan tentu saya lihat ada banyak sekali CEO, Direktur, Fund Manager, Analis dari mitra-mitra Bareksa. juga tidak ketinggalan yang tentu yang paling penting buat kita semua adalah nasabah Bareksa dan tentu juga nasabah dari Bapak Ibu sekalian yang merupakan mitra dari Bareksa yang juga hadir bersama kita malam ini. Sebelum kita mulai, Bapak Ibu, izinkan saya membacakan sebuah pantun yang di-generate oleh ChatGPT. Ini kalau Quantit belum bisa bikin pantun AI-nya, bisanya bikin fun, nanti kita diskusikan bareng-bareng. Tolong cakepnya ya Bapak Ibu. Pergi ke pasar membeli lada, pulangnya mampir ke kota lama. Hari ini lahir inovasi baru di Reksa Dana. Hasil Bareksa, Quantit, dan Star bikin AI fun bersama-sama. Jadi terima kasih Bapak Ibu, kita akan ngobrol-ngobrol sebentar dan juga nanti akan ada live demo. Jadi saya kira kalau Bapak Ibu ngelihat di TikTok apa Instagram gitu ya, saya kira kayaknya kalau nggak hari ini atau kemarin kita menyimak wawancara yang saya kira bagus sekali antara CEO Google Sundar Pichai dengan BBC. Dia bilang ya di tengah sekarang ada banyak kekhawatiran soal bubble burst dari AI gitu, tapi dia bilang definitely today is a era of AI gitu. Dan karena itulah Bareksa di Bareksa Fun Night ini yang ke-9 tahun ini kita kembali mengangkat AI dan nanti insya Allah kita akan meluncurkan AI Fund di Indonesia yang pertama untuk USD AI Fund setelah nanti kita diskusi. Dan cerita ini berawal setahun yang lalu, jadi we've been working on this together right for almost 1 year. Jadi last Oktober, ini gara-gara Pak Tong waktu itu datang ke kantor Bareksa and then he introduced us to Dak and Songmin and team. Jadi dari situ kemudian kita bersama-sama mencoba mengembangkan sebuah fund dan ini baru merupakan fund pertama dan insya Allah akan disusul oleh fund-fund berikutnya. Untuk memanfaatkan dan leveraging the power of AI in creating fund yang mudah-mudahan performing better dari apa yang selama ini sudah ada di market dan mudah-mudahan nanti ini akan bisa menjadi tren baru di Indonesia. Good newsnya nanti mungkin Pak Erwin akan memaparkan AI Fund ini sudah mendapatkan approval dari OJK, sebentar lagi akan diluncurkan, mudah-mudahan awal Desember nanti kita akan dengar dari Pak Erwin dan Quantit nanti Dak dan Songmin akan memaparkan pengalaman mereka. Jadi Quantit adalah sebuah perusahaan AI yang memang fokus di capital market. Dan they are operating, Indonesia adalah market keempat mereka yang beroperasi. Sebelumnya mereka sudah beroperasi di of course Korean market, kemudian Amerika Serikat dan Vietnam. Dan Indonesia merupakan market keempat bagi mereka. Mereka adalah perusahaan yang sudah Series A dalam hal funding. Saya kira mereka nanti akan memaparkan bagaimana AI sudah berkembang dengan sangat pesat di Korea untuk bagaimana bisa semakin enhancing the performance of the mutual funds. Nanti kita akan dengar dari Dak. Mungkin that is the introduction. Mungkin kita awali dengan Dak, so please start maybe with explaining a bit, the background of the company, right? And then how you are operating in the 3 previous market, right? In U.S, Korea, and ini.
Okay.
And maybe I think most importantly, what are the lessons learned, right? That you are going to bring to Indonesia. So please, Dak.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cara, to introducing about the Quantit. Actually, Cara supposed to speak 5 minutes, but I think you already spent 10 minutes. Let me try to finish in 10 minutes. So about the Quantit itself, Quantit is the company name is combined word between quant and IT. We very focus on the quantitative analytics and with the information technology. So AI belongs to the information technology. So we also focus on to deploy that kind of AI technology to the asset management. So in overall, before the first slide, please go back to the first slide. Yeah. So we define AI amplifies humans' intelligence. So the human can perform better and make the portfolio to the new dimension. So we use AI as a tool at these stages. That's the overall our outlook regarding to this technology. Okay. Next. So Quantit, it's been established about for 7 years. We are pretty much focused on the technology, but we try to make financial product using this kind of technology. So we recently make such a financial product and deploy into the Korean market and U.S. market, and as Carl said, Vietnamese market. And this AI fund in Indonesia is the first AI fund for the Indonesia market. And also we are expanding our technology to the Singapore, Hong Kong, and also U.S. So we pretty much expect to the more global expansion next year. So we are very strong background on the technology itself, and we see that that kind of technology can help the asset manager to make a better portfolio using this kind of data set and technology. Because we think computer itself, basically the investing is information processing and decision making and dual action trading. So basically that kind of pipeline workflow is very resemble to the computer's information processing. But in that cases, computer can handle more spectrum of information. It can process faster. It can process data objectively, and it can synthesize data better, and it has a transparency and so on. So all the computers information technology can be beneficial to those information gathering and processing. And so we adopt that kind of ability to make a financial product. But nowadays, as you see on this slide, this is the conversational script between Sam Altman last month, and he says current LLM can perform a 5-hour task within one turn. So a human who would take 5 hours to research, that can be done one computational work. So now it's the stages, but when the technology is deeper and deeper, maybe it could be a 5 days days task could be done in one turn, and maybe 5 months task would be done in one turn. So usually researchers should do a lot of data researches and gathering and analyze, and that kind of research work can be done with multiple ton of this LLM technology uses it. So we expect the total AUM under the asset management would be growing because every retail investor do the more investing in the future. In that scenario, currently human roles dominate all those asset under management, but AI get into some part of the role and get an increase. But still the human has a role because the human need to decide and outlook all those AI's outputs. So that's our vision or projection about the AI's role regarding to the asset management. And next. For these things happen, there are 3 challenges. One is that regarding to the financial data, we need to cover a lot of data set. And the other is that the investment idea. we need to deploy the new ideas again and again. But the human have some limited capacity or capabilities or limited experiences, so we need to introduce new ideas using more humans than humans. And the other one is that we need the information processing technology. To handle those elephantine data set or also this complex model, you need to support the information technology architecture or infra to handle all those data sets and this kind of model computation. So these are three challenges. And next. To handle these three challenges, we build up the fintech platform. This is a Quantit technology platform. This fintech platform consumes the outside of data and plug into the platform, and we do the data processing. And based on the data processing, we make alpha signal and make a portfolio generation. And once these portfolio are generated, we link to the account and trade automatically. We build this kind of platform. So with this platform, we can add on a lot of data sets. And also we can deploy many data model or signal model, fund model, portfolio model based on the human researches or even the AI researches. So by this architecture, we can consume more data, and also we can deploy the more investment ideas into the system. Yeah. So through this filter, the bottom x-axis is horizontal axis is investing horizon. If you invest in very long term, you need to depend on your insight, like Warren Buffett. But if you invest in a shorter term, you need to depend on the market data. So in the current human capability covers about maybe weekly based portfolio update to the like Warren Buffett style. So, but using our fintech platform, the human capability can extend. He can extend to the more data set, and he can also handle more model. Also, he can save the time to process all those information. So, with this technology, fund manager, human fund manager, extend their capability to make a better portfolio. That's our outlook. And so these are the selected results based on the filter. If you see the U.S. market portfolio and also Korean market portfolio and Vietnamese market, and this rightmost portfolio is the fund for the Bareksa for tonight. It really outperforms the benchmark, the S&P 500, if you see. This is not only the backtested result, but also the live trading result included. So if you see this kind of a result, you see the multiple times better return and more robust risk-adjusted return. So using this kind of platform and technology, we can make another dimensional portfolio result. Yes? So, yeah. These are the outlook that we are focusing on. The Quantit try to develop this kind of whole framework and architecture and data set build up and model development. But this should be done with the programming interfaces so far. But by introducing the LLM languages, you can use this kind of feature just by textual languages. So. These kind of filter solutions are prepared on that booth, so you can explore how can we make some insight using this kind of tool. Yeah, this is about the company's introduction and our vision regarding to the future asset management and how these AI technologies should be used to extend the human's capability.
Thank you, Doug. Very interesting. So I think to have a clearer picture, could you please maybe give us a live demo and how the FinterLab and also the platform is working. Songmin, please.
So, hello everyone. I'm going to demonstrate our Finter AI agent platform for tonight. Next, please. So, we approach the investing problem as a data science problem. So, we analyze the data for the prediction tasks in investment as well as the optimization problem solving for the portfolio management. Next, please. So, as the financial data, along with the other, the real-world data set is increasing exponentially these days. So, our approach currently is using as much as data as efficiently as possible with intelligence. Next, please. So, when you come to the investment, especially on the long-term or value investing, the legendary investor from the Fidelity, Peter Lynch, said, in the stock market, turning over as many lots as possible creates more opportunities. That means quant investing, like us, our approach is have more edge compared to the human investors that we search for many opportunities in the market using many data with AI and machine learning techniques. Next, please. So the Star Asset Management will introduce the details of the mutual fund, but then our role as a Quantit is providing the equity exposure for USD AI funds. So here is the USD equity, 100% investing in USD equity version. That shows that compared to the S&P 500, over the long term, we tend to create much better return in a sense that it creates more better, sustainable, and better Sharpe ratio portfolio in the long term. Next, please. And then this is the actual version that we are going to partner with the Bareksa and Star Asset Management, that we provide the 15% equity portfolio for the USD AI fund. So compared to the money market funds, it actually produces the sustainable return in the long term. Next, please. Play, please. So it's the demo that the actual portfolio manager that we'll use. Can you please the play over here? Yes. So the actual portfolio manager will use our Finter platform so that they can analyze the cumulative returns, the portfolio holdings, as you can see the tickers with the actual weights over here. And then they can navigate whether the exposure is changed between the cash, fixed income, or equity. And then, please, next, please. Next slide. And then this is the one of the risk signal that we use for our risk management. Next, please. Next slide. And then for the deeper analysis of the portfolio management, we provide the simulator version of our model portfolio that we use for building this portfolio. So we give portfolio manager with the deeper analysis tools using our Finter AI platform. Next, please. Next slide. So this is the ARC agent that we recently created to integrate our AI-powered investment solutions. So it is pretty much a chat-based version of our Finter, so that anyone can ask any questions related with the finance or investment problem. So it can analyze stock, manage the portfolio, or create a quantitative strategy, or send an order. So now the brief me about the Tesla stocks in one simple page. And then it starts with the like valuation metrics, financial performances, market expectation with the sentiment analysis. And it also check for the business outlook, whether the business is looking favorable in future or not. And we double check our data with the global data vendors like S&P Global, FactSet. And so here the sample question, it shows the economic events for this week. So here the FOMC meeting, maybe Thursday, is the important economic event. And lastly, we create a simple strategy that selects the top 3 market cap U.S. stocks with monthly rebalancing. So it generates the Python codes by itself, and then it plans out the execution strategies with the data analysis part, and then it creates the backtest and it reviews the strategy by itself with the Finter AI platform that we provided. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Very interesting. Oke, terakhir kita ke Pak Erwin. Pak Erwin ini kan sebentar lagi akan diluncurin Pak ya, Our AI Fund. Namanya saya aja belum hafal nih Pak. Namanya Star Fixed Income Neo AI Dollar. Yakin gitu ya Pak ya?
Betul Pak.
Jadi Bapak Ibu sekalian, terus terang ini di luar our expectation. Pada waktu kita mau bikin fun night malam ini, waktu itu kita expect kayaknya mungkin belum bisa di-secure approval dari OJK. Turn out I think the approval bisa didapatkan dengan waktu yang relatif cepat gitu Pak ya. Nah ini yang saya kira satu hal yang melegakan buat kita semua bahwa ternyata our regulator juga embrace AI and this kind of innovation dengan sangat positif gitu. Nah mungkin kalau boleh Pak Erwin bisa jelasin Pak sedikit background dari bagaimana proses the fund creation. Thank you.
Ya, baik Pak Cara, terima kasih. Selamat malam Bapak Ibu. Ya. Terkait dengan pembuatan Reksa Dana Star Fixed Income Neo AI Dollar ini, memang kami termotivasi untuk memberikan atau meningkatkan pengalaman dari investor ya Pak ya, dengan menciptakan produk-produk inovasi antara lain dengan menggunakan AI ini sendiri Pak gitu loh. Jadi pada saat kita membuat Reksa Dana ini, kita ingin memberikan experience baru kepada investor, di mana memang strong kami ini sebagai pengelola reksadana fixed income Pak. Tapi dengan adanya AI ini, kita ingin memberikan experience kepada investor itu dengan menambahkan porsi equity, di mana pemilihan dan investment prosesnya itu dibantu dengan AI Pak. Sehingga kami harapkan return yang kita peroleh itu lebih optimal dan dengan resiko yang cukup terukur Pak. Ya, kurang lebih seperti itu sih Pak.
Oke, lalu ekspektasinya Pak, waktu pertama kali kita ngobrol, Pak gimana nih kita ada rencana sama Quantit mau bikin AI fund gitu kan. Lalu kemudian Star, I think the response was super positive. Kita juga I think gercep gitu Pak ya waktu itu. I think we've been, kalau sama Quantitnya kita kerja setahun, tapi mungkin sama Star I think less than 6 months.
Ya, betul,
dan
Pak.
kita berhasil meluncurkan ini. Sebetulnya apa ekspektasi dari Bapak dari Star dengan kerjasama 3 pihak ini Pak?
Sebetulnya motivasi kami yang tadi saya sampaikan Pak Cara, kita ingin menciptakan terus produk-produk yang inovasi gitu loh. Dan kita melihat kolaborasi antara Cara, Bareksa dan Quantit itu merupakan kolaborasi yang sangat baik ya Pak ya gitu loh. Di mana Bareksa memiliki ekosistem investor yang cukup besar Pak. Kita telah lama bekerja sama, dan Quantit juga merupakan perusahaan yang memang sudah proven Pak, memiliki rekam jejak menggunakan teknologi AI pada pasar modal Korea dan U.S ya Pak ya. Kita harapkan kolaborasi ini bisa memberikan experience baru bagi investor, khususnya produk-produk yang memberikan return optimal dan risiko yang terukur, Pak.
Oke, terima kasih. Tepuk tangan dulu dong buat Star Asset Management, Bapak Ibu. Dan sekali lagi seperti yang tadi kami sampaikan, kami very open, very welcome. Selain Star Asset Management, sekiranya nanti ada dari mitra-mitra kami, dari Bapak Ibu MI yang juga ingin barengan kami, right, Dak and Songmin, to create another funds. Let's have a discussion gitu ya. We hope we can launch maybe other 2 or 3 other AI funds next year gitu, Bapak Ibu. And maybe last question from me, right, before we open the discussion to the floor to Dak and Songmin. So the performance, Bapak Ibu, I think our backtesting, turn out is really, really good. So this is USD AI fund, right? So fixed income fund enhanced with equity assets. So max 15% of the asset will be managed by AI, right? Using Quantit technology and Bareksa model as well. The backtesting, I think, resulted around 5.7 to 8%. So hopefully we will see that kind of result after we launch this fund commercially. As we know, time deposit in USD, I think around 2%, yeah. Non-AI USD fixed income fund, I think around 4% gitu ya Put ya. So if the magic from Quantit and Dak and ini proven, so hopefully we will be able to give return to our investor around 5.7 to 8%. So what is the recipe? What is you just spill your secret sauce lah here. So please, Dak and Songmin.
Yeah, we are basically based on we started to research model based on the data. If you really deep dive into the data, you can easily overfit it. So the most cautious thing that you need to care is that overfitting. But in our platform and our approaches, very careful about that kind of matter. So we build a model based on the causality. We make a quantitative model, not a deep learning model. Almost every single alpha have a background, rational reason why this data signifies this kind of a strong movement. We analyze that kind of thing first and make them into the quantitative algorithm and make it to the signal. That's the basic building block. And the second one is that we mix those signal. The orthogonal signal, if we combine the orthogonal signal, that the performance gets better. That's just a simple math. Performance getting better and risks are adjusted. And also, by combining those signals, orthogonal signal, you can cancel out random noises which is hidden in the alpha signal. So we can, by combining those orthogonal signal, we can generate those stable portfolio. That's our lesson learned during our approaches. First time when we started the businesses, we easily fall into the overfitting. But nowadays, the fintech platform can verify it. Once the researchers or managers submit their model in a code format to the fintech platform, it goes through the multiple set of the verification that filter out those overfitted model. And after we filter out those overfitted model and make a stable portfolio in our sample as well, we also test it into the real market with the real money. And after validate those real performance, and we have a confidence to launch as a financial product. Yeah, So that kind of practice actually behind all those things. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Songmin, do you want to add something?
Ducky mentioned very well about our process of how we create the actual quantitative model for portfolio. And what I want to emphasize that we, as a Quantit, as a whole team, approach this building portfolio as a 3M process. So multiple data sources and multiple models and multiple managers. So we try to use as much data as possible so that we don't depend on any specific data sets. Secondly, we try to use different kind of models, not just technical, not just fundamental value or like machine learning types. We use all kinds of models and mix it together. And lastly and thirdly, we use the models built by different managers, quant researchers, data science, computer scientists who measured and experienced in different fields and with the different work experiences. So their perspective is quite different than others. So when they combine the models built by each modelers, then they add value, little values. So we collect all the incremental values from data sources, multiple models, and other multiple researchers. So by combining all those three pieces into a single portfolio, I think that makes our portfolio very powerful and efficient. Thank you.
Thank you. So 3M approach, right? Multiple data sources, multiple models, and multiple managers. So please have a round of applause for Quantit and Star Asset Management. Oke, so sekarang silakan Bapak Ibu, mungkin saya buka untuk 3 pertanyaan sebelum nanti kita masuk ke session untuk awardings. Mungkin silakan. Ada yang mau bertanya? Ada? Oh, ada yang itu di belakang, silakan. Please Pak, gimana?
Okay, first of all, I would like to know that your product will be using the Indonesian stocks, Korean stocks, and U.S. stocks. Is that correct, number 1? And then number 2, you will emphasize firstly in the fixed income or the equity section. Those 2 may be my questions.
Okay, so maybe first question, please.
Yeah, so the first question, we started to research on the Indonesian stock first, but we found that with Bareksa, the data is not full enough and capital market is mature enough. So we moved our focus into the U.S. market. So for this fund, we only use the U.S. stock. Yeah, that's the answer of the first one.
So maybe the second question, Pak Erwin, boleh tolong jelasin? Jadi tadi kan ini kan fixed income and then gimana sih the komposisi asetnya antara fixed income dengan yang USD stocks.
Untuk produk yang akan kita luncurkan mengenai komposisi asetnya adalah 80% di fixed income dan 0-20% pada aset lainnya. Di mana 15% kami akan alokasikan kepada efek equity yang offshore ya gitu. Karena ini reksadana dolar. Terus kami harapkan dengan komposisi fixed income dan equity ini bisa memberikan return yang lebih baik dari reksadana atau return yang lebih optimal untuk reksadana fixed income ini. Itu sih Pak.
Ya mungkin saya ingin menambahkan Bapak Ibu tadi yang what Doug just said, right? So pertama-tama waktu kami mencoba ini a year ago, waktu itu at the beginning kita coba mau bikin IDR fund gitu, based on the Stephanie udah ketawa tuh, pakai onshore equities gitu kan. Nah, tapi unfortunately ya ini challenges buat kita semua lah. Turn out ya tadi ya ada masalah the data is not I think cukup ini gitu. Kemudian market kita juga memang ya as Bapak Ibu semua tentu lebih paham not efficient enough, not deep enough gitu. Jadi akhirnya waktu itu kita terpaksa coba kita convert ke offshore gitu. Nah turn out hasilnya bagus. Nah tapi Bapak Ibu sekalian kita terus mencoba Bareksa bersama Quantit. Ini kita lagi, we've been working these two, right? Dak and Songmin. Untuk mencoba terus bagaimana kita bisa leveraging AI ini untuk bikin IDR fund. Termasuk dengan memanage local equities. So far sih hasilnya promising Bapak Ibu, nah mudah-mudahan nanti tahun depan kita juga mudah-mudahan bisa meluncurkan IDR funds dengan basis Indonesian stocks gitu. Mungkin ada second question, silakan Pak. Ini Pak Jeffrey ini owner dari salah satu IO besar. Beliau salah satu our high net worth clients, very big. So be careful to respond to his question.
Okay.
So you need to convince him because he already promised me to top up maybe about 100 more billions IDR. So please Jeff.
Jadi malu mau bertanya Bakar, aduh. But thank you so much for the opportunity. So I just want to make clear as from investor perspective. The software or the AI that Quantit built is actually for the fund manager, right? So for our retail investor like us, we are being informed that some of the fund will use your AI to manage their portfolio, and then we as the retail investor, we will purchase the fund that is managed by any fund managers, in this case stars, through Bareksa platform. Is that right, the flow? So we as a retail investor, we will not use the AI that you develop. It is for the fund manager, right?
Yes.
Okay. In the future, do you have any plan to make those AI on what we call on the retail investors platform?
Yes, we are planning to make this tool for the retail investor, but for this time, it's quite, even though we have a chatting interfaces, it requires some framework or outlook about the investment itself, or it needs some background knowledge regarding to the quantitative analysis. So we are pretty much focused on to the professional. For GPT, in terms of GPT, there is a GPT Pro, which charges $200 per month. So it's like a GPT Pro for the professional, but maybe within 6 months or within 1 year, we're gonna make this tool for just a retail investor. We're gonna build that kind of version for the crypto market next year, because crypto is global, and also there are a lot of global retail investors, but they are not served very well. There is no broker layer, so we're gonna test regarding on the crypto market, and we're gonna extend to the Korean, U.S, and Indonesia, and Vietnam, and so on. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the explanation. Terima kasih, Bakar.
Thank you Jeff.
Terima kasih.
And maybe to respond to ini, Star already prepared a video, right, to describe, to explain the fund, gitu ya Pak ya. Mungkin boleh kita play sebentar videonya, silakan. Oke, Bapak Ibu ini mohon maaf karena waktunya ternyata sudah hampir habis, jadi mungkin kita harus akhiri sampai di sini. Sekali lagi terima kasih, thank you so much Dak, Songmin, Quantit dan Pak Erwin Star untuk kolaborasinya. Jadi sekali lagi mudah-mudahan inisiatif kita ini will becoming an important milestone for the Indonesian wealth industry, right? And more importantly to create, I think, important values to Indonesian investors. Dan terakhir, izinkan kami menutup ini dengan pantun, kali ini di-generate oleh DeepSeek. Sekali lagi mohon cakepnya, Bapak Ibu sekalian, beli mangga di tengah kota.
Cakep.
Rasanya manis, bikin bahagia.
Cakep.
Bareksa, Quantit, dan Star bekerja sama,
Cakep.
bawa cuan gede buat Pak Jeffrey dan kita semua.
Cakep.
Terima kasih Bapak Ibu sekalian atas waktu dan dukungannya. Kami cukupkan sekian, terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
When the market moves fast, you need to launch faster. Introducing Bareksa's new feature, turning complex data into clear, intelligent investment insights. AI-guided investing. Up to 15% U.S. equity boost. 80% plus bond stability. USD fixed income fund, 5.7% to 8.5% annual target return. Make smarter decisions. Invest smart with Bareksa. Investment intelligence